Hey everybody, this is Coach Alex. This is the first of 3 videos on how to stand at the plate, and this is kind of like a progression. So have your kid master what's in the first one before moving on to the second one. If this is their first or second season of baseball, or even their third, it may take them the whole season before they have all this down. So I recommend don't introduce all these things too fast. It'll overwhelm them and they won't really retain anything. But the first thing to teach them, the most basic thing, is how to stand, where to put their feet relative to the plate. So what you'll want to show your kid is that this is a square shape at the top, and then the bottom is an upside down triangle. And so we'll just outline this triangle here in our chalk. And what they should imagine is that there is a visible line kind of coming off the top of this triangle here, and that'll help them figure out where to put their plate or feet relative to the plate by thinking of this invisible line. So if they're a right-handed batter, their invisible line is on this side. If they are a left-handed batter, then their line would be on this side. But right now we'll demonstrate. Henry will help us here with a right-handed batter. So here, I'll take your bat real fast. So you'll have your child, first you'll explain that to them, then you have them step back from the plate, and then you can say go, and they'll run up and they'll put their feet where the side of their foot is against this line. That's right. And so then you'll have them step back here, step over there this time, Henry, go, and then they'll run up and they'll put their foot in the right spot. And you can have them do this a couple times at the beginning of any batting practice, so that they really internalize where their feet go relative to the line. And so this is where a right-hander would stand. Their front foot would go right here. Henry, why don't you show them how a left-handed batter would do it? Right? Exactly. Foot would be against the side of that kind of imaginary line coming off the top of this triangle here. And so that's good. So that's kind of where you stand relative to the plate. One thing to keep in mind is how close to the plate do you stand, and that's actually determined by your kid's bat length. So what they'll do, here I'll let you show Henry, is they'll lay down their bat, so that the corner of the bat is kind of on the corner of the plate right here, and it's along that line, and then they'll put their foot against the side of the line like they were doing before. But their toe, should come right to where the edge of that bat is. And so that's how far they should be standing from the plate. So their foot should be against the side of the line, or the side of their foot should be against this line, and then their toe should be right there. So that would be the ideal place for Henry to stand relative to the plate. Now, your child will have a shorter bat than Henry, so their foot may be a little closer. And here, why don't you show them for the left-hander how that would work? So he's laying down his bat and he's checking his feet. Good, awesome. And so this is a really good thing to do quite often. Once the kids get this, they'll have a lot of confidence when they walk up to the plate, actually during a game, when all the eyes are on them, they'll know where to stand, and it'll help their confidence. But what I'll do is, we'll do this right-handed, Henry, is I'll just have them, pick it up, step back a few feet, step back, step back, step back, go, 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 go. I'll have them run up, have them lay down, I'll have them check their feet, I'll have them do that. Then they pick up their bat and they step back. No, they step back. They're not swinging, they step back. They always do that, they want to swing. And then I'll have them run up and do their feet again. And I'll have them just beginning of every batting practice, having them do this at home, 5 or 6 times to really lock in where their feet go. Now, I'm going to put your bat over here, Henry. Now, in terms of the back foot, it really just lines up with the front foot. So, nice square stance like that. Henry, bring up your toe a little bit. So they're really just in a line, and the feet should be, shoulder width apart or a little wider than shoulder width apart. If the kid wants to have their feet even wider, you know, that's okay too. Some kids tend to want to have a really wide stance, that's fine. But the one thing to look out for is if your kid, here, move your foot right here, Henry, is if your kid has a stance where their feet are really close together, then that'll kind of disadvantage them. So, well, even closer, because that could maybe be okay. Yeah, you'll see some kids come stand up like this. You really want to have their feet, you know, standing square and about shoulder width apart. So we'll do this drill one last time with Henry. All right, go grab the bat. All right, and go. Run up to the plate. He puts it down. He lets it all the way down. Doesn't pick it up. Yep, great. And now he lines up his feet, his back foot, has a nice square stance. Perfect. And so now he has good feet. And so once they learn this, whenever they walk up to the plate, you should be able to say, check your feet. And then they'll lay their bat down and they'll check it and they'll get in the right stance automatically. So once you can just say to your kid, check your feet, and then they put their feet like this and check it with the bat, then you know they've mastered this and you can move on to the next drill on stance. All right, thanks guys. Let me know if you have any questions.